In this lecture, we will take a closer look at the graphs and the tables. Here you have a list of processes that were running during the trace capture, and the corresponding graph shows the CPU usage for those processes over time. The colored legends here helps you to understand which process each line in the graph represents. Here I have a blue square, and over here I have a blue line. So I know that this blue line represents the CPU stress.exe process. I can also hover and get the tooltips and see the process name. What you can also notice is that the graph and the table are synchronized. So when I select the CPU stress.exe process in the series, I get the graph highlighted in that point of time when the process is using the CPU. And at the same time, I get the highlighting in the table. And in the graph, you can see this shading appearing when selecting a process, and some areas are shaded more darkly than others. This means that the CPU was more frequently used in that range of time. So you can focus your analysis in this range of time if you are facing a high CPU utilization issue. By zooming in this area, you will get only those processes that were using CPU in this times range, in both the graph and the table, because of the synchronization. I will undo the zoom by right-clicking on the graph and selecting Undo Zoom in the context menu, or by using Ctrl-Z keys combination. You can also focus your analysis on a single process by filtering the view to show only this process and get rid of the other processes, by right-clicking and select Filter to Selection. This way, you get a clear view of what's happening in the graph and in the table. To clear the filter, just right-click and select Clear Filter from the context menu. The graph and the table are complementary when doing analysis. The graph shows you the overtime view and what's happening at those specific points in time, and the table is showing what the process is doing in aggregate for the entire duration of the trace.